Today I'm going to share with you some mistakes that you're probably making and you don't even realize it. Please avoid these mistakes. You're probably doing one or all of these mistakes. And I don't want that for you. I want you to have a flatter stomach. I do. I honestly want you to feel better in your body. So we're going to go over some mistakes that I think you should avoid. As a disclaimer, I am not a personal trainer. I'm just showing you my journey. These are not in any particular order. I am just going to go off the dome. One of the mistakes that you're probably making is that you're expecting fast results. You're expecting results too quickly. At the time of filming this, I am in week 12. That's one of the things that inspired me of doing videos like this, because I felt like I should have results sooner and it just wasn't happening. And that's not to discourage you. That is not to discourage you on working out, on working towards your goal. You might have to give yourself a little time to see the results, and that's okay. By you doing that, that might lessen your frustration, expecting things to happen in a certain time. And even though I do like realistic weight loss journey videos, my weight loss is going to look a little different than your weight loss, give or take, in weeks or months. Okay. So just be mindful. The time is going to pass anyway, so you might as well get to work. One mistake that I was making too is eating too little or eating no carbs. The way people talk about moderation, I don't think they understand. I am not a moderation girly, okay? And that was a mistake that I was making. It's either all or nothing with me. It's very important to meal prep. When I do meal prep, I can have things in moderation. I can have a little bit of rice. I can have a little bit of bread. I try to not eat a lot of that stuff because then I want some more. But if I meal prep, I know that I'm good because it's accounted for. And that leads me to my next thing to avoid. My brother, my sister, and YouTube. When you are cooking that rice, when you are cooking that good food, and you are eating it, you are snacking along the way while you're cooking, you might be sabotaging your weight loss. I know, it doesn't seem like a lot. It adds up. I want you to avoid this mistake, but you are likely to avoid it anyway, even though I tell you, get you a food scale. See, it got bean sprout on it. You see, it's been used today. And this right here is a good estimate of what you're taking in. You're not using a food scale, so you don't know how much food you're taking in. You be trying to eyeball it. I know you. You're going to try to just eyeball things. Oh, yeah, that's a cup. Yeah, put that cup on this scale. You're going to be like, oh, no, that's not a cup. Get yourself a food scale if you can, but you're not going to listen. So I'm not going to give up on you. I'm still going to repeat it in other videos. But get on one of those apps, my fitness apps, Chronometer. There's all kinds of apps where you can calculate how much food you're taking in, because you want to know how much you're taking in, okay? So you can get a better idea. And this leads me to my next thing, is not weighing yourself every day. This is just my personal opinion. I think it helps me weighing myself one time a day in the morning and just seeing where I'm at. It keeps me on track. If the scale starts to creep and I know I ate more than I should have, like, you know what I mean? Then I know, like, okay, Claudia, you're going to do better today. The next mistake to avoid is doing takeout food or fast food too often. I don't think you should have a cheat day. No, just one cheat meal. I don't think you should have a cheat weekend. Sorry, my brother, my sister, no. I've made these mistakes too. Here's the thing. When you do takeout, you know, it tastes good. You can put it in the app too, right? You can weigh it on the scale. You can put it in the app and you think you're good, but you don't know exactly what they're putting in your food. When you do takeout or fast food, there's a lot of calories involved. There's a lot of things that they put in it that you don't know. So sometimes you can put these things in the apps and it might underestimate it, even if you weigh it. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? Recently, I have been craving Thai food. I'm recovering from a cold, so I just wanted to just do takeout real quick. That in turn made me want to make it myself. I liked it so much that I'm just going to show you how I make it. Welcome to Developing Hers Kitchen. Today we are making spicy pad thai, or at least my version of it. So I'm just measuring the amount of noodles so I know how much calories I'm going to be taking in with this recipe. We're going to boil the noodles, and as that's boiling, I made sure to cut up all my veggies. We're going to do broccoli, lots of broccoli because I love me some broccoli, some green onions, also known as chives, as well as some garlic. Mince them. I try to mince them as best as possible, and some shallots and bean sprouts. And so now that our noodles are done, I'm going to take them out of the water, the boiling water, and put them aside. You got to make sure that you don't have these too mushy, so don't boil them for too long, right? They cook pretty quickly. So now we're going to work on the tofu part. I've never done tofu, so we're going to do this together. So I'm going to show you how I do it. So what I do is, in order to put oil in the pan, I want to measure it. So I tear it on the food scale. I tear the container, the oil container on the food scale, and then, which means 00, okay? And then I pour in the oil in the pan. And then I moonwalk my little self back to the food scale, and ta-da, it shows you how much you put in the pan, which is 6.8 or 6.8 milliliters, which is really nice, okay? Then I added the tofu. This is extra firm tofu. I did put it in the freezer for a little bit because I heard if you put it in the freezer, it's supposed to be better that way. I don't know. But as that's cooking, we'll check on that later. We're going to work on the sauce, which I put some brown sugar, some lime, because pad thai has like a sweet, savory, sour kind of flavor. And a lot of restaurants use fish oil, but I'm going to use oyster sauce. As you saw, it was like a vegetarian version. Added some Himalayan salt and some tamarind, which is like a sour flavor. But when I tasted the sauce, magnifique. It tasted so nice. Anyhow, I know what you're thinking. This is the tofu. It's looking real dry, but that's okay. We're going to add some oil again, add our veggies, add our noodles. We're getting close to the end. Add our sauce. Okay. And this is a great time to tell you guys a joke. What do you call a fake noodle? What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta. Get it? An impasta? Imposter? You don't get it? Tomato? That's okay. Anyways, speaking of tomato, I wanted a really like hot peppery sauce, so I went with this at the Asian market. It did have like an Asian flavor to it that was recognizable, like from Asian takeout. Forgive me if you're from Thailand. This is a Haitian girl trying to make pad thai. It's just my version, so please don't get offended. Anyways, they like to top the pad thai with crushed peanuts, so I'm measuring it because baby, nuts have a lot of calories. So I did a fourth of what the nutritional facts said, and ta-da! This is my version of spicy pad thai. So I was making this, and I couldn't help but eat it before filming. Oh, so good. Let me know if you like Thai food, or what's your preferred Asian restaurant that you like to go to. I can still have Thai food, I know this, but I have to measure it out accordingly. Guys, gals, I know it seems like a lot of work, because it is a lot of work. But I'm telling you right now, it's worth it. It really is. I have this dress that I want to fit into, and my anniversary is coming up in 1 month. This is like a picture of me 13 years ago wearing this dress. Oh my gosh, she was so young looking. Enjoy the journey. Trust the process. I want to look like this And I thought it would take me 6 weeks. I know. I have some things that I need to change. I already know. Don't tell me. Okay. If you're having a hard time losing weight, but you're determined to lose the weight, give this video a like and subscribe to just keep track of my journey. Just real quick, I just wanted to share an Aesop fable story with you because I know you guys like it. So in this Aesop fable story, it's called The Young Turtle and the River. So this young turtle wanted to go in the river, right? And trust me, this will make sense with your weight loss journey, with your belly fat journey, okay? It may not seem like it, but it will. So this young turtle goes to the river, right? He's like trying to make his way to the river. He's like, you know what? I can get there. I can swim. This turtle has never done any of those, right? So he goes and he encounters so many obstacles, right? And all of a sudden, this beaver is watching him from afar, right? Watching this turtle. I think it was a beaver. He was watching this turtle, right? The turtle gets to the river, finally gets to the river and tries to swim. And the turtle was struggling, trying to do the doggy paddle. I don't know what, struggling. The beaver comes in and says, hey, tries to help him out. Hey, what are you doing? And the turtle's like, oh, I thought I could do it. I thought I knew enough to do it. I thought I could do this. I thought I could swim. And the beaver's like, why didn't you ask? You don't know enough. Why didn't you ask for help? Why didn't you ask for help? And why do I say that? Sometimes we are afraid to ask for help, okay? So, moral of the story is ask for help. If you are struggling with losing weight, ask for help. There are so many resources. There are so many books and things that could help you and people that could help you. So if you're struggling and you know these tips aren't helping you, ask for help. I hope that helps you. I know we can all feel better in our bodies. Let me know if you're doing any of these mistakes. I know I've been guilty of all of them, and I'll probably still make mistakes, and that's okay. That's part of the journey. In my next video, I'm going to show you what I eat in a day. We'll chat more in that video. And if you want to see some more weight loss tips, you can click over here. I'll see you next time. Bye.